Hey, so my name's Justin. I'm pretty much not real good at starting this, but I've been wanting to do this for a while, mostly just kind of like a video library type thing so I can look back on what I've done. And if I ever have a question about what I've done, I can just go back and say, yeah, I did that, or I finished that, or I didn't finish this. But I wanted to start a channel just to have a backup basically of everything that I do. Sounds like a crotch rocket in the distance. I don't know if you can hear that. But I thought about starting this a long time ago, probably 2 or 3 months ago, and I just never had time. And when I did think about it, it just didn't happen. And now I moved. I now have a garage I can actually work in whenever I finish getting it set up. I work on this thing. I don't know how well you saw that. I didn't feel like getting off the bed. I work on this thing almost daily. And I thought, you know, 5-10 minute video, maybe somebody will learn something. If that happens, great. If something happens and I messed up, I can see it. I can go back over it. But I've been minking, minkering. I've been tinkering and messing with cars since I don't know. I was like a foot tall, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I was ever that small, even as a baby. Anyway, I've since a kid. I always tried to fix my own bicycle. I worked on my uncle's dirt bike with him, his four-wheeler, and then my papa had some kind of a junkyard thing I'd go pick stuff out of and just kind of play around with and look at. Sorry, I'm fat and out of shape. Um, I'd go look through my papa's pasture junkyard and see some cool stuff. When I moved out of my mom's house and moved in with my dad, it was I was 12, I think. Yeah, and always fixing stuff with him around the house on their 60 Ford they had at the time. Turd, by the way. Pull anything, but if it ran. And wound up working on tractors with him. I split tractors by myself in my driveway on broken floor jacks and bent jack stands at 14. I know people do that sooner in life, but that was the start that I had. I went to Votech for automotive. I went to college for the Chrysler CAP program at OSU IT. Um, and I like doing it. I don't like doing it under somebody else's rules, per se, or management, or whatever you want to call it. I don't like taking orders from people. I will. It's not my strong suit because I like to tell people how it is. I like to tell people what I think, and apparently people don't like to hear what I think or what I feel is the right thing to do. But I'm out here sort of on my own. Me and a friend have a mobile mechanic deal for emergency type stuff just to kind of help people out if they can't afford to take their car to a shop or have it towed to a shop to have it looked at. And some of that may be in here, some of it may not. I don't know. It just depends. Excuse me. Oh, too much pop today. But I figured, like I said, I'm going to be working on this rust bucket a lot. Maybe even my girlfriend's Mustang. Probably have to help my roommate out working on his Buick. And whatever else comes my way. I'll try to keep stuff entertaining just in case somebody ever actually does want to watch a video of mine. But like I said, it's mostly just going to be me fixing small problems on this truck, trying to, examples of stuff I've already had to do on here that would have probably made a decent video is I'm on my third carburetor in 4 months. I wound up replacing the clutch. Just got it put back together, I think 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago sounds right. I was in the process of that for a little over a week just because I kept hitting road bumps and wasn't sure if something was supposed to be there or not, and my hat is crooked. And I'm here now. I've got it running, but it doesn't run right. So if I remember to video the entire process of figuring out why my truck is cutting out, then great. If not, then I'll catch you up to speed. Then I'll catch my video up to speed and go from there. But about this truck is a 1978 C20 Scottsdale with a 350 Quadrajet and the Granny 4-speed, low 1, 2, 3 in reverse, reverse. I almost said race, and trying to get out of the habit of that because I almost had my roommate believe me. And he's not exactly the brightest bulb in the knife drawer. But I've had quite a few issues. There's going to eventually be some body repair because I've got a hole in the floorboard I can almost stick my foot through, where my foot rests whenever I'm just cruising. The floor's starting to sink through, and I really don't want my go foot to get stuck in the floor when I need to emergency stop. But I'll put a quick picture in right about here. And it is, for the most part, stock. I did have a section of exhaust rust off. Like I said, this thing is going to be a severe work in progress, and it's also my daily. So whatever I do every day, I have to be able to drive this. So some stuff may be kind of entertaining. Some stuff I may have to take 2 or 3 days to do. And I mean, I just won't be able to go anywhere, but it is what it is. But I just figured this would be something fun to do, a way to record what I've done, to make sure that, just to kind of double check myself, to make sure I didn't mess anything up, or I didn't forget a nut or a bolt or a clamp even. But I do have some plans for this, not really a lot. I really want to get it running before I do, or I want to get it running correctly before I do anything major to it. I already have a set of headers in my garage for it. I have a full exhaust for it. The only thing I'm waiting to find to do those is collectors, mostly because I don't remember what size the exhaust is that I'm getting, and I don't want to get the wrong collector and then have to adapter it and this and that. And there's another crotch rocket. And crotch rocket distracted me. I forgot where I was at. But it's really more for me, and if people enjoy it, people like it, it'll probably be a few days before I actually put a video up, just because I'm still in the process of finalizing moving, and I'm fixing to have a few very hectic days coming up and this weekend. And I don't know, I don't know when I can actually put videos up. My Wi-Fi is kind of meh. It's kind of hinky, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. But like I said, this is more so for me. I do have experience with cars. I don't like doing it under the leadership of other people. And so I'm going to give this a shot and see how see how I do out on my own, and I'll try to take my camera along with me. And I don't know. I don't have a video intro or an outro or exit, or I don't know exactly what it's called, just because I haven't really thought that far ahead. Oh geez, I can't see out of my eye. And I don't have an intro or an outro or exit or whatever you want to call the ending part. Stupid fly. And eventually I'll come up with one, maybe not. I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead. But if you'd be interested in seeing this somehow turn out some kind of way, let me know, I guess. Like, comment, whatever. I'm like I said, I'm new to this. This is, I don't know, just something kind of fun I figured I'd try. And I'm only filming on my phone. I don't have a GoPro. I don't have any fancy cameras. I don't have any fancy lights. It's just me and my phone and a flashlight at night. So